I know that my daughter has been groomed to feel that I abandoned her. But I didn't. Her mother was obligated by agreements that she had freely entered into that amounted to a court order to move back to Halifax from Toronto with my daughter and resume and live there for at least 2 years so that I could be an active participant in my daughter's life during these crucial teenage years. And her mother called me on the telephone and told me in plain fucking English that she had no intention whatsoever of coming back to Halifax. She didn't give a shit what agreements that she had made. No one was going to come and put her in handcuffs and drag her back to Halifax, and she knew it, and she didn't give a fuck of what agreements that she had made, and she didn't give a fuck about the fact that she had made these agreements with a lawyer and that they were court ordered. Didn't matter to her. She didn't give a fuck. And she told me that in plain English. And she told me that if I insisted, that she would send my daughter to live with me. And then she put my daughter on the phone. And my daughter begged me and pleaded with me, please don't make me come and live with you in Halifax, Daddy. Please, Daddy. My friends are in Toronto. I want to be close to my friends. Please don't force me to live in Halifax with you, Daddy. And it just broke my fucking heart. No. I should have said, you'll make friends in Halifax. I want you to come back here to live with me in Halifax. I should have done that. But I had been through so much, and she begging me not to make her come back to Halifax. And at that point, I was just like, that's it. I need a fresh start. I cannot base my life around a daughter that just begged me to not force her to come and live with me. My common law wife, the woman that had been her stepmother, screwed me, cheated on me. My family, they're all fucking, I don't have a healthy, positive relationship with my family anymore. There's absolutely no reason for me to stay here. I don't want to live in Canada anymore. I'm going to go to Brazil and have a fresh start down there. And when I get down there, I'll go to California. I'll go to Silicon Valley. I'll find myself some work that I can do remotely that pays US dollars. I'll go to Brazil and I'll set myself up down there and I'll find myself a wife. And I'll buy land, I'll buy a house. I'll be a rich man by local standards. And when I get myself set up, then I'll be in a position where I can say to my daughter, anytime you want to come here, you tell me and there will instantly be a plane ticket made available to you. You always have a place here. And I'd like you to come and visit me as soon as possible. But it's up to you when you come. But you're always welcome, and all you gotta do is say the word and the plane ticket's there. That was my plan. But what actually happened was, my daughter's mother primed this whole thing with her, fed her this myth that she was gonna stay in Toronto and be with her friends and all this sort of stuff. Because as soon as I made that move, as soon as I didn't force my daughter to come live with me, she instantly went and tried to get a child support system set up. Because all this time, by ours, she had been in university for years and doing her own thing. I was doing my own thing. I didn't have to pay child support because I was being, I'm contributing actively to her life. I have to maintain the expenses of keeping my daughter a place to live and all that sort of stuff when she's with me. I'm paying to fly her back and forth at my expense to visit me. I wasn't supposed to pay child support. And then she went into court, got a court order in the province of Ontario saying that I had to pay child support payments. I wasn't even there to speak for myself. They didn't even know how much money I made. They just pulled numbers out of the fucking air. I was completely unaware of this. And then after she did that, she took my daughter, who thought she was going to be staying in Toronto with her friends, and left the country with her. And I didn't even know. My whole family knew. My mother knew, my father knew, my brother knew, my sister knew, my niece knew, my aunt knew, my cousin knew. The only person who didn't know was me. And her mother made it very clear to them that if they did not keep her estranged from me, that she would no longer facilitate access for them to be a part of my daughter's life. And they all jumped on board with this. So my kid's gone. I go to British Columbia and I'm getting ready to go south across the border, and I find out that they took my passport away, that I haven't been making my child support payments, which I didn't even know existed. I didn't know I had to make child support payments because I wasn't a participant in it, and I didn't know my daughter had left the country. I was thinking, what the fuck is going on? They take my passport away, get myself a fat job, try to fucking get this shit sorted out, gotta fly to visit my kid. Then I find out that she's fucking left the country, and I'm the only one that didn't fucking know. I didn't abandon my daughter at all. Her mother is a fucking... My daughter has been brainwashed, gaslit, fucked with. I didn't abandon her at all. Her mother completely fucked me. She didn't just take my kid from me. She took my family from me too. There's no words to express how much I hate her. She took my kid from me. She took my family from me. She destroyed my reputation. She trapped me in Canada. She fucking forced me to give her fucking money that I don't even have while she's working as a fucking university professor. She completely and totally fucked me. And I would so fucking dearly fucking love to hear that she was dead. There are no words to express how much I hate my daughter.